Yeah.
Yes. East the deal, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz. It's your man J5TH.
Sir Mac is in the building. What's going on?
Trouble T Mills. Trouble T Mills. We're gonna call you Trouble T Mills on this one. Because I feel it's gonna be a different. And we got Shanga, the incredible, beautiful medicine woman. The sexy, beautiful chocolate.
Ooh, come on,
medicine.
pour it on me.
Melt in your mouth, not in your head.
Not in your hand, but maybe if you ask.
Serving up chocolate bars.
Oh.
I'm gonna break this
Hold
bell.
on, Trouble. Hold on, Trouble. Over there. Hold on.
No trouble yet.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, T. Oh shit. All right.
Live every episode.
It's getting more and more live.
He in the gym shooting with us. hey, check this out.
Do your thing.
I think it's a under the patio situation.
Yes, it is.
Y'all feeling that way?
Yes, it is.
Y'all feeling that way?
Yes,
it's the cup.
Man.
It's the cup.
Okay.
What's in it? What's in it? We
All
up
right,
under
man.
it.
Hold on, we gonna have Shanga go again with this one. Or
Nah, man, she ain't
Come
picking
on,
out
man,
of this
just
one.
come
Man.
on,
Matter
come
of
on,
fact,
come
you
on.
get to shake it.
All
You
right,
shake
hey.
it. Get him all mixed up and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Get some shoulders in.
Yeah, get them shoulders. Them shoulders in.
You know what she
Hey,
doing.
man, shout out to the noobs, man.
Yo.
Them some of my ones, all right?
Man, can I be an honorary noob?
I don't think
Is
so.
that possible?
No, that's not.
No.
You
It's
got to
not.
put in a whole lot
It's
more
not.
work.
Yeah.
Just to be an honorary?
Yes.
No.
Tell me what
You
I
need
gotta
some
do.
doctorates, baby.
be in a couple movies.
No, you need some doctorates.
Nah, not with us.
And not a couple movies.
More than a
You need to
couple.
be making some changes, huh?
I say,
Yeah, you can go to anybody else. You can't do us.
Ooh.
We don't,
Since-
we don't induct.
Oh, they
honorary.
don't,
have
they
you-
don't
we
do
gonna have you pick
honorary
this
members, he
I was
said.
about to
don't.
pass it to T.
He said
All
they
right,
don't
yeah,
do
let's see,
honorary
T.
members.
Don't make me regret you picking this, man. Let's
Whoa,
go.
whoa.
Let's go, T. Don't be
on
nervous.
me.
The patio, underneath
under there,
the
it's
patio.
dirty on the hand,
Making
but it's
some
okay.
noise. All right.
It gets dirty, but it gets clean.
Yes.
It's not heavy. It's light.
It's light. It's
Shout
light.
out to the
Beans.
beautiful lady
Right.
of State of 5 Beta.
See, I can't be over here hitting that high pitch Z5.
I was about to say, I was, yeah.
I just lean
No, it's
back
too, it's
with
too
it.
loud. It's too loud.
Back with it.
T, if we start with that, man, that's a whole
look.
different panel,
No,
man.
I know.
See, it worked out well. Just lean back and push it up. Like,
And,
it comes.
and,
Alright, T.
ain't there a second part? Well,
T, man, we gotta get the
all
topic,
right,
man.
all right. Gotta make sure
I
she-
do my little squeaky
sure
sweet.
she do it right. All right.
Come on, go ahead.
Do I gotta look in there or
Nah, man,
Underneath,
just pick one.
What your fingers feel, man.
Underneath the patio.
What my fingers feel?
It gets
Yeah.
real underneath the patio.
I'm scared again. I'm always
Don't
gonna
be scared, baby. There's nothing
Y'all ready for
in
this?
life to be feared
let's
except
see.
stagnation.
What color is it, Magnus?
It's pink.
It's
baby.
pink. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Let's see.
pink.
All right.
I love pink.
Let's go. Let's
Not
go.
to be confused with the pink, though.
You nasty.
And I gotta read it first. I was like, I don't get a
Who made
pass.
this? No,
Nah.
you don't get no pass.
Nah.
You have to just read it out.
Nah.
Ooh, what it say?
Got a
get
lot
it.
of writing on there.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is a statement.
Oh,
Okay, what's
Face.
the
What's the
statement?
okay.
Well, so much for telling me to stay out the Bible. Be anxious for nothing. Stand in wisdom with everything.
Repeat that one more again.
Be
What?
anxious
Shake that shit up, man. I'm picking.
for nothing. Man, come on, let me get my first
Hey,
on this one.
listen.
I told you it was a statement.
Pick another one, man. We're gonna say that one. Get that to Mac.
We gonna save this because at some point
Y'all told
through
me to
this
stay out the
episode,
Bible, man.
All
We
right.
gonna have to
That was
save.
me,
You gotta do it
Anxious
quick.
for nothing.
Do it quick, yeah, quick.
There
like,
it is.
Yeah, like Vegas.
All right, yeah.
It's white.
It's white.
I got a white one in
It's
there.
white.
I got two
Yeah.
white ones in there too.
See, I was writing all the
Man,
ones
I'm
T
gonna
like.
say J Fifth. What
Oh,
color is your
you
paper?
who wrote
It's white.
the right ones?
I don't know, cause
I got
Shanga
a
did a
couple
white
of white
too.
ones. That's his.
All right,
I
here we
feel
go.
like you only
Mine.
did one white one.
I think I did too.
Ooh.
It's that's one of yours.
He's a kid in the candy store.
Come
He's
on,
a kid in the
Come
candy.
on.
Let's hear it,
Come
T.
on. We underneath the
Let's hear it.
patio.
Let me do my voice for this one.
Oh,
Oh shit! You didn't
Let
put
me
the
get my-
Theo from 92.3 to beat voice
yeah.
on and everything. We are here on the Patio PolitiCz, and T has the subject at hand in his hand.
underneath
So we're
the
about to
patio.
go ahead and reveal what that is, and T, it is.
That was too perfect, man. All right.
Ain't that what it's supposed to be?
You done fucked it up now.
Fuck
Just
it up.
go on and
Go ahead and read it, man.
Should a man break up with his girl because she's not feminine enough?
What does that mean? Okay, okay. You heard it, Sean?
Let's talk about it.
Her soul singing.
Yeah, okay. She went out green on niggas. Hey, look, but on that note, we gonna go to the theme. Patio Politics, Trouble T Mills, Sir Mac, Shanga, J5TH, man. We'll be right back after this, man.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio Politics is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. You stay
Yes, we do. And if you don't stay, man,
Hey, man.
it's gonna be trouble.
The patio.
You on a roller
Under
coaster?
the patio. I like under the patio.
Yeah.
It's gonna be trouble, real
Man,
trouble.
under the patio.
Man.
it's
So look, we
boy-
live, man. Shout out to the IG family, everybody that's watching, man. What up? It's
up,
Patio
what up, y'all?
Oh my
Politics.
God, y'all was
going on?
watching.
Yes, we live. Easter deal was cracking. Somebody commenting, Jasmine, I don't know what they saying, man.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Don't be
man.
How
talking,
many
don't be
viewers we
talking
got,
crazy, man. Okay. All right. Hey, if y'all have a question for anything we're saying, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and we're gonna get at y'all. We're gonna say it online,
Hey,
you know,
Jazz,
do
is
all
it-
that.
is
For
it
shiggity, for sure,
possible?
though.
You know
Get
how
your
they
shine.
do at the bottom of the live, they'll put like a little pin right there. They'll like put a little
Yeah,
message and put a
we-
pin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
pin the
drop?
message.
Can you drop the question that
Yeah.
we on?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Drop the little pin. We new to this right here, so we figuring it out. You feel me?
Work with us as we work with y'all.
That's right. That's
Be
right.
anxious for nothing. Stand in wisdom
This
with
goes
everything.
together.
That's a statement. Who put that in there?
Hey, I did. That's
This
it
paper's
was
pink. Hey.
Hey, peace and blessings.
peace and blessings. Shalom.
blessings.
Now, what was it, T?
What's the question?
Should a man break up with a woman
Should a-
because she's not feminine enough?
Should a man break? Yeah, should a man break up with his girl because
Okay.
she's not feminine enough?
Okay, now.
All right.
Mac, are you
Instagram?
Mac, are you gonna ask your infamous?
Huh?
Well, what
What is feminine?
No.
What is
Shanga
right
got
now?
the
One more.
expertise.
Give it to me. One more again.
Should a man break up with his girl because she's not feminine?
What is not feminine enough?
I think that is a play-by-play. It depends on the man.
In
Okay,
a gray
now
area.
Shanga, do you want to talk about how did this topic?
All right. So you know,
Jesus.
social media is my news.
Man,
At
it is.
least my Instagram is my news.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
real
really.
talk.
I don't watch the other news, so
Yeah.
I get to pick and choose what news I'm receiving.
Real talk.
But I did see that a brother had posted that he broke up with his girlfriend because she was basically too masculine. She calling him bro and gang, and you know what I'm saying. Basically, she like, my nigga, what up, my nigga?
He was
You know?
burping after he was burping. Like,
Or you know, just heavy with the bro language.
hey, my.
Heavy
okay.
with the bro
The
energy.
terminology.
She was wearing his jeans and all that.
She wasn't doing that because I seen a picture of her and she was definitely dressed
Feminine.
like a lady, but
Dressed like a lady for
her
sure.
interaction and her exchange with her man is like
She got
talk-
got Tim's on with a tall tee.
No.
Maybe she got a lot of homies.
It's just listen.
Nah.
I believe it's just
That's true.
like Shanga was saying. I believe it's the language and terminology.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Like if you know.
Baby can't
Listen,
call me bro.
so here's-
Thank you.
I was
Baby
gonna
can't
say
call me bro at all.
that's and
If
that's
she
what
like,
he was
if she
saying.
like, babe, what you want to eat, and you like, I don't know, and she like,
Come on, bro. I'm like,
See,
Yeah.
that's an
not
issue.
you.
It feels
an issue or
distancing.
that's different. That's
Bro,
the issue.
Bro is nothing but a substitute for my nigga.
For real.
Okay,
I mean,
so
even
I
if
was-
she did it like
Factor
this.
I mean, it really
Okay.
feels distancing.
Shanga, fact or not?
So it
Fact or not?
yes,
Thank
yes,
you, thank
bro,
you.
and my nigga, yes. So, but so we're talking about an intimate situation,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
go ahead,
Okay,
go ahead.
so here is my thing
Mm-hmm.
as the fact that the shoulders on this side of the table start moving as soon as I start
listening attentively.
saying, like,
You know, niggas like,
Matt's shoulders was like, and what the fuck you about to say?
What is
and Tyree was like,
I'm
go. Like,
What is it?
hey.
You want the medicine?
So, this is what I will say for me.
Yeah.
I have actively and continuously executed and exercised more of my feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've grown up in places and spaces where I would say that more of my authentic self is a little more masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
We can get into like zodiacs and all that, zodiac sign, but I don't want to touch on that.
Yeah.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
in my authentic self, I would want a partner who wouldn't mind me just being me. That doesn't mean that I'm going to always bro and my nigga him or, whatever.
Got you.
But in a loving way, a real nigga lives here. And I don't want to have to act like I don't have, the more what people call hood side of me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I want to just be me.
Yeah.
So if you know me, and if you're my partner, then you should know me well enough to know that if I'm like, come on, bro, like you tripping.
Yeah.
Like we just having a little.
It's still touchy.
And that's what I'm saying. So it could be, but for me, I wouldn't want a partner who felt like that was touchy, because then I would have to be compromising in who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Is it a scenario where you're always this way? Where you?
No.
I know that you're broing bros all the time,
No.
but do you grow into that? Then it's just like, whoa, where did this come from?
No.
Why am I bro all of a sudden?
Seems like that's a
Not
certain
babe.
level of comfort you reach.
Well, I wouldn't even say, I'm not even going to say a certain level of comfort, because I am in the space of telling people to be their authentic self from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to bro and my nigga, my man all the time.
Gotcha.
But in just my everyday flow, if it comes out, I do want him to, if and when it comes out, I want him to know that that's just a part of my regular flow. It's not in a given day, I'm broing in my nigga and him all the time, but every other blue moon, it might come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm talking to Jay Fit and we talking on the phone, I am talking recklessly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uncensored.
Uncensored. And I want my mate to be where I can be uncensored. But he's not like, you over here being a whole
wild.
ass nigga and
You
you wild.
wild.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that
Yeah.
I live in a space of balance, and I'm grateful to have made it that space.
Now let me ask you. So is it cool for a man to say, "Man, be quiet, bitch," or "Sis, you tripping, sis"?
Well, first
or
of
you
all,
tripping,
Girl.
bitch, you tripping, bitch, you tripping, bitch, you tripping. You want McDonald's or Burger King?
if you are a partner of mine, don't be snapping his hands for that. You seen that man whole hand do this? I ain't never seen Jay Fifth's shoulder and hand move at the same time.
He's in his feminine energy.
That's a no for me.
Okay. Wait. I thought you said there was a healthy balance before, though.
So
Let me give him a round of applause.
Okay, so
Come on.
I'm glad.
Tell somebody,
Hold on,
sis.
somebody said something. Hold on.
How did she become his girl in the first place?
So I was getting to that. I was about to get to that.
Was he fresh out?
Jazz, I was about to get to that,
Come
Jazz.
on.
So yeah.
And that's the thing, because if that was her from the beginning, that's who she is.
And that's what he liked.
You decided to put that chicken on your plate instead of watermelon.
Ooh, we back
Okay,
to
we
chicken.
back to chicken and watermelon.
That's on you. I know.
I never brought a
Let me
water-
use
It can't be
some other things.
watermelon.
It can't be watermelon.
Leave the chicken. It got to be like chicken and steak.
I was gonna say, wasn't it steak before?
Steak.
Wagyu.
All
Yeah,
right.
it
So
was.
you decided to put the chicken.
Is the sister the steak?
Anybody is the steak, the person that you ideally want. You're substituting the chicken for the steak because you don't see the steak. So if you put a chicken on your
this
plate and
chicken
you
is
want
really
a
good,
steak,
though.
then that's on you. And you know what? It might be good, but
So a steak.
Are you in the right now?
Nah,
Are you in
real.
the process of visiting different restaurants to figure out what you like, or do you know you want to go to the steakhouse?
Ooh, because it's only one steakhouse.
It's
you
only
gonna go
one
to.
steakhouse.
Okay.
Damn, that's ooh.
It's a lot of steakhouses.
But if the steaks are masculine, do I prefer, feminine
You better
chicken?
keep checking out the steaks. You better start calling
Calling before
steakhouses
you
and
go.
see who answered the
But
phone.
you said it was only one steakhouse.
dating.
How long does it take for a bro? You know what I'm saying? To like
come
To come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's authentic, if it's your true authentic self,
Yes.
I should know of this.
It should come
before
out in
we
the
even
first
become
couple of months.
a-
Of
I was
dating,
gonna say,
of
of
dating.
Bullshit.
in the
Bullshit.
dating.
dating.
It
Bullshit.
should.
But we're
Bullshit.
talking
First date.
First
Everybody
date.
tells you
Be
everything
you.
about themselves.
Be
Nah, bullshit. Everybody lies about
no,
themselves
no.
on first date.
they
Listen.
do. They don't.
Ask a girl. No. Okay,
listen.
Sean.
They
We're talking
lie
about-
through their teeth.
We're talking about healthy people and healthy relationships. and
Even healthy people don't show who they are on first
I
date.
That's
want
not
you
true.
to
Listen,
like me.
that's not
Sorry, I'm
true.
cutting you off.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say that's not true. It depends on what the dialogue is.
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
why that's why I said in the first couple of months, because I could date you for 2 months and every time we go out, we're going to the movies. That means we've never
No talking.
really had a conversation. So it depends on the space
It depends
and
on the guy.
conversation.
Y'all can talk in the movies.
I'm not talking in the movies. If
Could
I
do
want
other
to see
things in the
Woman
movie,
King, I'm
too.
going to see Woman
I mean,
King.
but see-
you're not having any real dialogue with a person
Yes,
at a
you are.
movie, at a concert. No, you're not. You're not getting
This
to
is
know
real
them.
dialogue.
Spiritual
You're not getting
dialogue.
to know them.
We watching Woman King.
Emotional dialogue.
Is this? I
spiritual
can ask you.
dialogue.
Look, if I'm a real dude or bro, I can ask you in the movies. If I see a certain scene that sticks out to me spiritually, hey, is this you? Is you on this type of
Right,
stuff?
but that's still one topic of conversation. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that
That
one
one
topic.
topic is
You're not
Shift
gonna get a
that
bro
whole-
out of me.
No, I'm not.
You
we
might
ain't even
not
talking
get a
about the
bro.
bro. I'm saying that's enough for me to know about you as a woman.
It
to say,
is, but they asked
Hold on, let me interject
particularly
for a
about
second.
the bro.
Because
Oh, okay.
Because before y'all even start going there, because the first thing I wanted to get is what context are we talking about the bro coming out in? Because if it's in the form of like a joke where we just
Nah.
Come on,
Even
Oh, laughing.
even joking is just like
Come on,
See?
T.
So I felt.
But it's like when you in the middle of you joking around and then just like, my nigga comes out.
I feel
versus
like that.
say if
But
I were
he's saying
to like
I don't want to
joke,
hear it at all.
If I were to joke with a female
Because
and she
it's-
knows me,
yeah.
how she knows me, she knows that I'm silly. So I'll be like, sis, you better that's not me.
See, look at that look on your
know-
face.
And she knows that's not me. And she knows that I'm silly, but the way that I
Right.
just gave it to her, it still made her
Now-
go,
Yeah.
what was that?
She gonna look at you sideways.
First of all,
It's the same thing on the
first
other-
of all,
on the other side.
Let's be clear. I gave Mac that look because I just like to give Mac looks. However, I do know that Mac is a silly dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not thinking twice about that. Now,
Gotcha.
when he did it, and I was like, this dude's shoulder and hand moved the same time. I ain't never seen that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
It's
but
different, yeah.
But you said something. You said, well, what about the balance? Blah, blah, blah. So here's the thing. We have not seen enough men exercise the balance of masculine and feminine for us to be able to really identify what that looks like. So we do go to the extreme of identifying a man that has physical, that has masculine and feminine imbalance. We characterize the balance of the feminine with what, I don't know the proper term, homosexuals and transgenders, like what they show you is feminine energy, and that's not it.
Can we reenact a real life situation?
Yeah, please, by all means.
Okay, you and I. Okay, Shanga, we you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, what you want to eat?
I don't know. I just want to eat.
Man, you
good.
black bitches is so indecisive, man.
I feel awkward even laughing at that, but
Y'all
Like,
know
dang,
it's true.
the way she
Y'all
turned
know
around.
this shit is true.
It's set up so perfect.
Hey.
Like,
My
We
nigga,
ain't
you
doing
got-
no double standards. Fuck that. No.
That's
My
what they
nigga, you got
saying.
me fucked up.
See?
and
Who
it
do
comes
you
right
think
back,
that you
but it's a
talking
different
to?
type of it's a different type of
Who
energy
are you
now.
talking to?
It's a,
Shanga,
it's a
your
different
whole
type of energy.
framed and changed now. Look at you.
See?
You
Listen.
defensive.
You done lost
Yes.
your femininity. You didn't get you got real
now, see,
masculine.
listen,
You done formed
now,
up the Woman King.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even in that, you just identified that as me being more masculine. But why is it not that I'm still in my feminine, but standing strong in it? I didn't say, "Oh, my nigga."
Yeah, no.
That's more
That's
masculine.
masculine, yeah,
I
yeah.
gave you stern feminine energy.
I wouldn't even
There's a
say
difference.
stern. You gave me feminine
Yes.
boundaries.
Yes.
energy.
Because my nigga, you got me fucked up.
Exactly.
You black bitches don't never whoa. All
Now hold on.
I don't know.
Let me expand on his questions then, because you just handled that. You said in stern feminine energy.
Yes.
How many of our sisters
we all
stop
working on
at
it.
stern feminine energy just like that? How they like you did?
Yes.
How
Body position.
Yeah, they don't
everything.
stop there.
Facials pop. We gonna go to. We gonna take a quick break. Hold on.
Oh wait, do we have a question, Jazz?
Yeah, we go.
No.
What they saying, Jazz?
Look, they talking shit. I see all kind of guys. Hey, we gonna take a quick break, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz, J5TH, Shanga Surback, Mil Suave. We here, man.
Dr. King, he was love. Malcolm X, he was love. Love in this business will get you killed. You have to set an example. You have to draw a line. When they see that line, and if they cross it, there will be hell to pay. They must know that.
¿Lo tienes?
Be careful.
Yes.
You are now
rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
We here, we live, we back, man. We back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for everybody that's tapped in and tuning in, thank y'all for tuning in on IG. Medicine Woman IG, Shanga, Patio PolitiCz, man. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be doing everything else, but y'all rocking with us, man. And don't be here because your ass is bored and at work. Don't do that.
Or maybe be here because your ass is bored and not work. Get this work.
Get this work. This real
While
work.
you at work.
You heard me? real
We
talk.
under the patio.
Hey, so let's just brief them. Everybody that's tuning in, what was the question?
So the question that I had originally pulled was, should a man break up with his girl if she's too masculine?
Yes.
Hell no, stick down.
Or no,
stay
if she's not feminine enough.
If she's
Stay
not
down, 10 toes down, my G. You chose her. Roll it out.
No. Hey, see, there you
Wait,
go.
what point are we at? Like,
All right. We got a question. We got a question. Go ahead.
What's the
I
question?
just said, if he wants
Tyler.
more feminine, yeah. If not, then no.
Right.
Then Bobby let y'all know it's your prerogative.
Hey.
Do what I want to do.
I know what you
Prerogative.
doing, Tyler. I know what you doing.
all right, T.
Hey, Tyler, live your life.
Hey, I ain't mad.
T here for all of it.
But I know, shout out to Queen Jean, man. We love you so much. You're one of our biggest and greatest supporters. We edify and love you. I know she had a question, and what was that question? Because I want to address that because it was a very pivotal question for the fellas.
I'm gonna read yours too, Sean.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
They tapped in. You know, Sean got all the women's. Let me
I
turn this way.
Oh, man.
Move your
I
head,
don't.
T.
She got
I
all
think-
the single ones?
Yeah.
No.
Move your head, T.
I think my my followers are balanced. They said they can't hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Queen Jean said,
Queen Jean. That's Jazz, y'all, in the back. Shout out to Jazz. Let me give her a round of applause.
can the kings tell us the most important feminine quality?
Okay, so fellas, can we tell the women that are out there watching and listening the most important quality of the feminine or the female?
Well, the most.
The most.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
You want to start T or Mac? Or because you
Do I have to do them all at once, or are we just going back and forth?
whatever comes to
Well,
to the spirit, brother.
One of the first things is how she uses her words towards a man. The way she speaks to you, you know, and if she should understand, you know, the power of a woman's words, you know, can really move a man. So it's like you can go left or right, you can be wicked or virtuous, but does she understand that? I don't find that a lot of women who aren't necessarily operating in their feminine understand that, because they just think they can say whatever to you, and you just supposed to put up with them.
Cause nigga, you got me fucked up.
No.
Now, what about you,
Scratch
Mac?
that.
What
Hold
about you,
that.
Mac?
Nurturing, man.
Yeah.
Nurturing.
Ooh. Good one.
Like
Good one.
for real. Like that's
What does nurturing mean?
As
What
a
does that
man,
look like?
you're not fit to Mac me, okay?
I am a Mac.
Well, you know what I'm saying, King Mac Millie over here. But just
That's a strong one. That's a great one.
It's so broad. It's so broad.
Nah,
it's
but you cannot make the statement if you ain't got nothing to back it up.
To elaborate
Say
it.
I mean,
nature, if you say nurture, then what does that look like to you?
Am I getting there or am I getting there?
I don't
like,
know.
You ain't
It's
even letting me
taking
talk. Like,
It's
we-
taking
we
you a
have-
long time.
we
I was just saying, taking a long time.
We was having a bro moment.
Oh, well,
you know
I'm
what
in
I'm
it.
saying? Why you?
I'm in
Go
it.
ahead and throw that bro in there, bro.
Bro.
Like men. Well, let me not speak for men. Let me just speak for myself. I love a feminine woman that knows how to nurture a man in the right way. In the. For me, the right way is just if I'm having a long day.
Yeah.
And yes, I know you're having a long day too. You're gonna get your turn. You're gonna get your share. And for who I am and what I am, I'm always gonna make sure you get yours. But just hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out on my day. Take it in and make me feel better about like okay, perfect example. Here's the thing.
I gotta write mine down. It's getting deep.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Spirit is speaking to me.
Man, like getting chills and everything.
I'm gonna write mine
Sweating
too.
and
I
all
know
that.
that's bad etiquette.
Yeah.
My thing is,
Can they hear us?
can they?
Yes.
Can they?
On yours, I
Can
don't
they?
think so.
Possibly. We gonna keep going though. But like, just love me within the scenario of I've been out in this world just like you've been out in
So
this
you
world.
want her to listen to you.
Yes, we supposed to come together.
So nurturing equals listening.
Yeah, but we supposed to come together. The outside world is our enemy. But when we're inside this house, this home, or whatever it is, that we've made for each other to exist in, we're supposed to repair each other, build each other.
What does that look like?
Ooh,
So you keep
communication.
going- Okay.
Wow.
Communication.
when you're
and
talking about-
understanding.
So when
Ooh.
you're talking about her
Ooh.
nurturing you, what does that look like in execution?
Communication and understanding. But first, before you can communicate, you have to understand what it is that I'm saying.
Yeah, I see.
Which is difficult. Yes,
I
she
see
She
what
wants
you're going with.
elaborations. I got you.
I got
something.
I can
You know
elaborate too,
why?
but go ahead,
Because
Fly.
Nah, real
people,
talk.
because people use a lot of broad terms and things of that nature, and when you ask them the detail of it, they don't have an answer. So,
And a lot of people
because
are
you
ignorant
don't-
to them.
Yeah, so if
nah,
you
real
don't
talk.
have the detail for it, then you don't even know what you're looking for.
When I come and give you my spill of the day, I'm not looking for a response. I'm just looking for
Okay,
you.
that's why I said nurturing means listening.
Yeah. I'm just looking for you to hear me.
Yeah.
Hear me and then love on me after that.
What do the love on you look like?
That's a whole nother.
Depends on the woman.
So you
mean,
know it don't.
How not?
We got plenty of time,
It's
right?
supposed to
How not?
depend on the woman
Cool.
because
So we
let me
gonna-
tell you how. Can I get this
Yeah,
out
yeah,
quick?
yeah.
Let me tell you why it doesn't depend on the woman, because if you are setting the standard for what the nurturing looks like for you and in execution, then it shouldn't depend on the woman.
That's the whole daddy thing all over again.
No, it's not.
All right.
How?
Hold on. I want to hear what she has to say though. Go
That's
ahead.
a whole.
If you cannot identify that for yourself, then you won't see it in her.
Got you.
Now,
Got you.
after you've identified it for yourself, if she's not in execution, then are you still giving her your time?
No.
Okay, then it doesn't matter what happens.
Or should I
after
say
that.
you're not supposed to? Because
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. So it doesn't depend on the woman. Because every execution where it seems that this woman is not nurturing, you're not supposed to waste your time there. So it doesn't depend. You saying it depends on the woman means that you're going to fluctuate in some kind of way on what it is that you're looking for.
Not me,
Okay.
but what I'm receiving from what I need.
So if you're not getting what you need, are you staying?
No.
Okay, now let's.
It's impossible to.
I don't know, because some niggas think they could change you too.
So the question was what,
I
Jasmine,
can agree
again?
with that.
If you remember, or Shanga.
The question was to the men. What are like a key or important
Like some key or traits.
characteristics
That you-
of
that you
feminine
want from a feminine woman.
Yeah, that you want from a feminine.
Because I'm a briefly elaborate.
I mean, I could elaborate
on each one.
on nurturing too, but go ahead, Five.
Yeah, nah, because that's a important.
Like it's
in being
very
in the
important.
feminine.
It's so
It is.
broad. It's so broad. It's
It
a lot
is.
to it.
It is a lot to
But there's
it, but you
practical
still
ways
need-
I can give you, but go ahead, Five.
Being a great listener. Listening to understand and not respond.
Facts.
listening to understand and not defend.
You not respond or have a
because
rebuttal.
that is different.
You know,
Okay.
because you'll have some. You'll tell them how your day was, and they doing this.
waiting
to respond.
Yep.
And you like, are you listening?
No.
I'm listening.
No, you're not.
No, but they'll say they will. They are, because they waiting on you to say
just
that
for you to
period.
hurry up and finish so they could get it on. It's just like, this is not what I'm coming to you for.
You just
right
ignore
now.
And they
45
sit there with their
minutes
hand up just
of
like
how
yours
bad
is
my-
right now.
Yeah. No.
No, that hand.
She's eager to tell me how much worse her day was in comparison to mine.
To try to
That's a bad
cancel out
seed.
mine's like a
That's
math
a bad
problem.
seed. Go ahead. Briefly, because I got to go through the rest.
Yep, that's right. I
All
just
right.
want to ask one question.
Okay.
Because we're always talking about how communication is the key.
It's key.
Everything.
Yes.
So have
Yes.
you already set a verbal understanding and communication with your partner that when I come home from work, I'm wanting to unload, not for you to respond, but just for me to get it off. And then you're going to have your time to unload and get it off with me. And then we'll go on about our day. Because if that's not, then I can see why you are getting the
Yeah.
Maybe she feels like she needs to be first.
Well, me personally, I'm not.
We don't
getting
have
that
hard days
because I got boundaries. So it's like I'm not getting that. But I'm saying for the average man who is, because if y'all have a agreement on communication, then it's starting off when you come into the door. She's already in that feminine energy of
Hey,
saying,
baby.
Exactly. Hey, baby.
How you doing?
How's
How was your
How
day? Let me give you a hug.
You kicking off your shoes? Matter of fact, she taking off your joints.
And who's to say that we ain't gonna do that to you when you come through the door?
Listen, and you're sitting down, baby, my day was, you know what? How was your day, baby?
Is he going to ask her that?
Like I just said, who's to say that we're not going to? You don't get the opportunity.
If she's dealing with a man or a little boy.
Yes.
Can't say every
You got
man.
some 45-year-old little boys out there that y'all
45-year-old little boys.
Let me go to the next one. So a great listener ties down to being understanding.
Okay.
Understanding. You don't have to relate to what I'm dealing with or going through because you might not be able to, baby. You ain't
Not
walking
gonna be
in
able to.
this masculinity.
Not gonna
However,
be able to.
be understanding. Be understanding.
And that's a hard thing to ask for.
It is.
That is a very hard thing to ask
It is
for.
because a lot of times, ladies, women. I ain't talking to young women who don't want to change. I'm talking to women who want to change. Understanding is an everyday practice. It's an everyday practice.
You have to choose to do it.
Yes. And you have to be dedicated to it and not obligated to understanding your man.
Same way you want us to understand you.
Same way. You feel what I'm saying?
You want us to understand different times of the month.
The
and
obligation.
when you lash out at us.
You sipping your tea? I got some more for you.
Is that really tea?
Listen, emotional control.
You might upset some people with that.
Man, I'm here to upset y'all. The truth hurt, and it's a hard pill to swallow. Y'all ever took Vicodin and all that shit? Percocets?
Percocets, yes.
Come on, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Man.
But it fix you.
DJ MJ said, what Shanga got to say.
Look.
She's sipping tea, man.
DJ.
That's right. They can't see her in that camera.
You want me to say
me? First of all,
They can see you in this
shout out to my baby Infant J. You know
shout out to Infant J.
Holla, that Aries like.
I'm saying
Shonda
that
don't have nothing to say.
I'm saying that reluctantly because he would want to know what the women want to say.
Get off my boy.
What about the men?
But you know
about the men? The God King.
Infant J. Right
Infant
now
J?
it's not my time because the question was posed to the men. So I'm sitting here sipping my mommy water, taking it in.
Thank you. So after
Let me taste some
in
of
my
that.
flow.
Let me see what that is.
So after emotional control, consideration. I believe that's a masculine and feminine energy. I feel the feminine absorb it a little more or master it a little more greater than we do. Consideration. It ties down to understanding emotional control and being a great listener. And being teachable. And when I say that, I respectively say it, ladies. I don't have to be your instructor, so don't get mad at me.
That's the thing.
Don't get mad.
That's harsh.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not saying that
But
I
it's
have
real.
to be the teacher. However, being teachable,
period.
Being teachable,
by
period.
anybody.
We can be in marriage counseling, relationship counseling. If we're both in a space of being teachable and absorbing everything that's being told to us, we can grow together, baby. Let's make this work and let's make it happen. But being teachable.
And that starts at home, to be real. Because if
at home with your mom and your daddy or at home with your partner?
Ooh, great question.
If you shacking up
at home with mom and dad.
If you shacking up, but at home with mom and dad. But let's be real. Does mom and dad really give it to us like that?
No,
grandma, grandpa.
No, hell no.
They don't give it to us like
hell
that.
No.
So we don't learn that way.
Okay.
We talking about at our home.
Okay.
We're creating a new lineage for us.
Come on now.
So a new
legacy.
atmosphere.
Come on
A new
now.
atmosphere.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I hear you, but I don't hear you at the same time. It's like, wait a minute, baby, come on now. Like,
teach me, and I want to learn from you too.
Yes, I'm open and I'm
wanna learn.
Can I interject on that too?
No,
What you
go
just
ahead.
what
Go
you
ahead,
just
Rob.
said.
Go ahead, please.
Because adding on to nurturing, this can get touchy because I notice, especially online, a lot of times women will try to dismiss what we're saying by saying that a man wants to be mothered, and that's not the case.
No, you gonna piss some people off with
Wanna
that
be
because it
loved.
is the case sometimes, T.
But
Got some mama's boys.
But here's the thing though, is it why is
Got
it?
some men that ain't took that titty out their mouth, man.
But see, here's the thing though. When we have these convos, we got to be able to get to a place where we can understand we ain't talking about the lowest scum of the bums.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about.
Yeah.
they
we
talking
talking about
anyway.
it. In all this that we're saying, we're talking about a guy obviously who's worthy of all this. So
yeah.
So in that with the nurturing, like for instance, the first thing I said was like how she is with her words. Nurturing goes beyond cooking because the act of cooking is like I am literally like feeding his soul. Like, do you know something? And
But are you cooking because you feel this is gonna keep him home, or am I
cooking 'cause
cooking
niggas
because I
gotta
want to
eat?
feed
Well,
my
my
motherfucking
uncle,
man?
but hold on.
uncle
See,
told
see,
me
see,
when
hold
that
on. I'm getting
happens,
there.
it don't matter because it don't matter what the reason is. It's happening.
But see,
That's what
look,
my uncle said.
when it comes to that,
Cook. I
I'ma
want
give
you
you-
to
I'ma
put
give
some
you guys
love
a-
in that, baby.
I'm gonna give you guys a
Put
perfect
some love
example.
in that mashed potatoes. Put some love
Like,
in that.
don't just cook because niggas
So y'all,
gotta
yeah,
eat.
so y'all talking about it. So
You
I'm
make me that sandwich. Put some love in that sandwich.
Man, put some extra mayonnaise.
stirring the glass.
I'm listening to
This is
you, T.
Yeah,
Don't
supposed to
rub
be
your
making a
glass.
noise when you're doing that,
Don't
right?
rub your glass.
listening
You're supposed to make that
T.
howling noise when you
Go
do that,
ahead,
right?
T.
Put
So
some love in that.
So anyway, look. This is what I think, especially is missing in this generation, because you know a lot of them you hear is like, I ain't cooking for no man. This ain't the 50s. But the thing is, like, when your grandma cooked for you, you knew the smell of her food. So like that's what we're talking about. Like that captures your.
That's
your
because
spirit.
grandma was cooking with love, though.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Love was in the food. Now, if you take it beyond cooking, say she doesn't cook, it's a stretch. But say
We
she
gonna go
doesn't
to break on that because if she don't know how to cook, she don't need to be with you. Fact,
anxious
women.
for
But
nothing.
I did have another point to make though. Okay.
Go ahead, quick.
We got time. Okay, so real quick, the whole when I said like speaking to your spirit, she has to understand what makes you tick, and then see like how to use her femininity.
Hold on, we gonna pause on that because I can tell
Yeah,
from the
Shonda
face.
look like she ready to.
Yeah, we gonna.
These niggas.
Y'all always ready for me to bust y'all chops, and I'm not
it
even
ain't.
that kind of woman.
We value
it ain't.
your
We
opinion,
value your
Shonda.
opinion.
We value
So
you. That's why
listen.
you're here.
So much.
We're gonna take a quick break, real quick, man.
Isn't
More
she
on the
lovely?
patio politics. Shonga,
Yeah.
Mac, Milk Swap,
yeah.
J5TH, man. Yes.
You be ready to defend the past.
Rocking with the patio politics.
What up, y'all?
Yes,
It's your boy
yes.
T Mills. I got Jay
Underneath the
Fifth over here,
patio.
Mac,
I'm here.
Ooh.
and the lovely Shonga.
Patio.
Shonga is keeping it together for us, y'all.
Under the
Isn't she lovely?
Yes,
Under the
yes.
patio. Now, y'all make sure that y'all like and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms. Okay, the Patio PolitiCz. Patio PolitiCz. You see it on the bottom of the screen right now.
Yes.
Also, Patio PolitiCz 6 on TikTok.
Yes.
Oh.
If y'all can, man, please share it. If
Yes.
y'all watching right now, man,
Yes.
it only takes a few seconds. I know it's a lot. I know that finger's heavy. Please share. We will greatly appreciate it, man, from the bottom of our hearts and souls.
Yeah.
For everybody that's tapped in, man, what's the question again?
Hey, shoot us more of y'all questions if you have them.
The question is, should a man break up with his girl
Yes.
because she's not feminine enough?
Yes.
And we were on nurturing.
We were. Is we pulling baby to the table or what?
Shout out to the guy King, man. Africated great and walk in the motherfucking building, man.
That tongue went in the cheek real quick, like, oh.
You know in wrestling when you jump in somebody and one of your other homeboys come running down and the crowd goes.
Like, you interrupted the match.
Don't worry, ladies. I'm here holding it
He
down.
interrupted the
You know
stump
what I'm saying? We out here, ladies.
It's like Kenan didn't say he was gonna meet us in Tampa.
They're packing him up. Oh, they're joining forces.
We in the
He
eight
come out
today
to
and
that
he didn't walk in the
smooth piece
building.
divided by mine intro.
So we went from that to my sister asking the brothers what is an important characteristic that they're looking for in regards to feminine qualities. So these brothers outlined some important things that they are looking for in regards to feminine energy. Yes, Mac.
I mean, it's just on. It became.
It's on my heart.
It came over my heart because your
The
answer
Lord
to that initial question was no, right?
No. I don't think I gave an official answer.
Don't think you gave an official answer. Okay,
Yes.
because I was going to ask you about flipping the tables. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you break up with a man if his energy was a little bit?
I wouldn't
too
be with
feminine?
that man
Oh, we got
That's where I was gonna go with it too.
because I know what I'm looking for.
Johnny Thompson.
Hey, Johnny Thompson.
Male energy is unattractive when it's displayed by a woman.
Oh, is he saying that because he's
Gonna
not
make a lot of
here?
them mad.
They're about to Google his ass.
They not gonna like
Johnny
that.
Thompson.
Johnny Thompson.
Who's Johnny Thompson? Let me see this.
They about to go to the live.
No,
and find, they about to go to the live and
Yep.
find him and click his Instagram
You know they
and
gonna
check
like
him
that.
out.
Let me find out what he about. Like, now,
I mean, just depending on how deep it gets, like even at the surface level, it's a little like I gotta look at you different.
yeah, don't call me
for
bro.
a split second.
And my nigga, we ain't.
Like
Come
if
on,
you spend,
come on, my nigga.
If you spend some time calling me babe,
You doing
baby,
too much.
babe, then
Bro,
you hit me
you
with a
doing
bro.
too much right there.
Then you hit me with a bro.
Those are
out of
confrontational
nowhere.
words.
It's just like
Yeah,
wait a
it's
minute.
like
Shanga.
you didn't
Because
put
immediately-
distance between
No,
us.
she know. Shanga are those confrontational words.
immediately it makes me go, who you been hanging with? What you been doing?
Myself.
Like word? Like you just broed me
Well,
out of
what's
nowhere?
on
Like,
your mind? Because you
what brought that out of
distance yourself from us.
So, see, is it my turn to talk yet?
Please.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Let's get into this.
Hold on.
We should have
Be
made that
anxious
clear,
for
y'all.
nothing. Stand in wisdom
That's
with everything.
Well,
about to
today
bring
I've been
wisdom.
sitting in wisdom because I have not been anxious, just listening, waiting patiently for my turn. So I could bring what I got to bring.
Yeah.
This wisdom.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring it out.
So what's the first question for me? Because whatever.
There's
it
so
is,
many.
There's so many. He over here dripping drips and drip.
You want me to
There's so
carry you
many.
into it? Oh,
Yes, please.
Okay, you want to reenact another scene?
Jesus.
You want to come out?
Got the scene. Yeah, come on with the
We
scene.
need to get an answer
Come
to
on.
that scene.
Come on.
we,
We
have to,
did.
we have to go
Come
to
on.
break for that.
All right,
We sure did.
baby, we celebrating Halloween this year.
Hell no.
Why
Nah,
not?
why not?
I don't want the hassle. I don't want to deal with that. I don't
Okay,
want to
so-
spend that money either.
You
Bitch, I
wanna,
want to dress up this year.
yeah, bitch, I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, then do what the fuck you want to do. I'm not going.
I want you come too.
I don't
Bitch.
want to go.
Bitch, you going? Get a costume, or it's gonna
Matter of fact, I bought you one already. You putting this on. We going.
This is where you have life and bullshit fucked up. That you think.
That's double standard.
No, it's not. Because look at how you talking to me. So here's the thing. If you want a woman to approach you in the right way, then you should anticipate approaching her in the right way that will get the energy that you're looking for.
That's fact.
Check me
So
out.
if we're talking about a woman and a man and balancing the situation, when you tell me you don't want to do Halloween and I'll tell you that I don't, you tell me you want to do it and I'll tell you I don't, the properly balanced man who's moving in that feminine and that masculine is not going to be like, bitch, we doing motherfucking whoop-de-whoop.
Okay.
He's not gonna approach me like that.
Now, what's him?
We don't have that relationship.
Now, for those that are ignorant to that, what's moving in the feminine as a
For
man?
a man?
Yes.
Okay, so moving in the feminine as a man, because you did a whole shoulder and arm thing. Mac did a whole whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like
Theatrics.
The neck
theatrics.
roll, you know.
So no theatrics.
No theatrics.
But is it the traits that we said though?
It's not what it's these traits.
Yeah.
These these
Got you.
are feminine energy traits. How does a man execute nurturing? Is he like, oh baby, let me come over here? Fuck no, he's not doing that. But he's like, girl, come here, girl. Let me hold you. Let me hold you. That's still nurturing energy.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference in the execution of it.
Now, is nurturing feminine energy though?
Nurturing by
Or is it-
by the way that the Most High created masculine and feminine energy to flow. Yes.
Got you. No, I agree.
Yes, it is.
Would you be vulnerable in a space like that?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it
So,
depend on the man
Of course, it would depend on the man because he would have to bring the right energy
to
for me
receive
to,
it?
For her to
right.
give
So
it.
let me
Got
give
you.
y'all a perfect example.
Got you.
In all that I am, you know, when I show up, and all the works that I've done
Yeah.
to show up.
Nah, real talk. Real talk.
I had an experience one time where I'm in the grocery store with this guy that I'm dating. Now we're already kind of getting into the idea of like communication, you know what I'm saying, what that looks like, and having communication where there's no space for confusion, right? So that means speaking as clear and as honest and authentic as you can. So we're in the store, and I'm already saying to him like, I need you to just be willing to say more of what you want or what you're looking for. Don't look to answer my questions by answering it the way you think I want it to be answered, right? Just
Is this
be
in
you.
is this in general?
No,
or
this
just
is
pertaining to the groceries?
this is particularly this is in general. This is in
gotcha.
general.
Okay.
So now we're in the grocery store, and we're in the fish aisle. We're looking at stuff, and we're trying to figure out which one we gonna buy. You know, we're gonna have dinner tonight, and I get a phone call. Now the phone call is not infuriating, but it's frustrating to me,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's kind of disturbing my energy because I feel some kind of way about whatever's going on. When I hang up the phone, because I'm already slightly irritated with the fact that I keep having to try to pull at him to be his authentic self, and now on top of that I done had this little frustrating conversation real quick. When I get off the phone, I want us to just get to what we get into. So my energy to him was like, come on, I just need you to just answer the question. And it's, you know, it's like that.
What was
said-
the question though?
My question to him was, which one of these fish would you prefer? Like, which fish do you eat?
So he couldn't make a decision.
No. The right man in that situation, and I'm just speaking
They
from
not
my
gonna let me
perspective.
finish.
No, we are.
You got to let me get through the situation.
Let her get through it.
Because it might answer your question.
Okay, go ahead.
So
We apologize.
it's all good. I appreciate that. So I'm like, I just need you to answer the question. And I'm not saying it in a high tone, but it's a little frustration there.
Yeah.
Not as much as I'm known to bring, but it's enough, you know, to
And it's picked up.
to change. Yeah, it's enough to be
it's picked
detectable,
up,
right? So
Nah.
as soon as I say that to him, he's like, whoa. And he pauses for a second. He said, hey, whatever that situation was on the phone, that's not what we have going on right here. Take a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring that here. And I said, and I put my head right here in the grocery store and just took a breath. Because what was exemplified in that was masculine energy with the understanding and execution of feminine, because he could have just overpowered with masculine energy. Hold on, bitch. What the fuck? Yeah. Well, let me say unhealthy masculine energy.
Yeah,
hold on, bitch. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that.
Or not even calling you a bitch, but just met you where you.
He could have met me or exceeded where I was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. And there was a moment in time where he executed the feminine energy of understanding. Yes. You know, he took the second to say, nah, I know she's going through something, so let me catch her real quick. And I took the opportunity to, here we go with the word submissive, to submit to the situation. And it wasn't because of I'm being dictated to submit. It's because I recognize that what he said was factual.
Yeah, real talk.
So I dropped my shoulders and I took a second to breathe, because he was right. That didn't have nothing to do with us. And let me get back to it. For me, that was a magical moment that I've experienced, where the masculine and feminine intertwined and went back and forth in complete balance. Because I could have just flipped the fuck when he was like, hold on now, so I do it. You know what I'm saying? You get that.
It's the same magic there. Say in the same scenario, you're on that phone call, you just asked him a question that he didn't have an answer to, but he picks up the energy from the phone call. All right, let me make a decision real quick. Woo, wah, wham. I'm gonna pick this fish. I'm gonna get this. Woo, wah, wham. Then when you get off the phone, he's right there to meet you. Like, yo, I don't know what that was or whatever. I picked out the fish. Are you okay with this fish? For what are we doing? Is that the same?
I don't want the okay. Are you okay with it? Because I already left the decision in your hands
to pick.
And that's
I got some filet, man. You good?
And that's the part that I think men miss, where women are concerned. And sorry, ladies, but I'm gonna always keep it real. Actually, I'm not sorry. I was about to say, actually, I'm not sorry about that. We have to get to the real, and the real is even your strongest woman out here who's talking about she independent and she got it, she don't need a man and all of that. It's all a lie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because your natural energy as a woman is that it's natural energy. Your natural energy as a man is natural energy.
Real talk.
If I say to you, pick a seat for us to sit in. When you pick the seat for us to sit in, as
you have to be okay with that.
I told you to pick it.
Yeah, because
you already made the decision.
I already made the decision to be, again, we gonna throw that word out, submissive to whatever you decide. The result is.
But what is wrong with the word submissive?
What's wrong with the word submissive is we live in a society that has tainted that word so that it has such a heavy weight on it that it comes out as something negative versus what it really is.
Got you.
And that's the problem. So when you usually say submissive to a woman, she's automatically going to fight back on that, because when you put that into translation today in the world, submissive looks like, I said don't wear that shit.
So
I would also argue too, bro, that like part of the problem with submission is it's been taught to a lot of them, even in schools, that submission means you live in the world of color purple. Now
you said school, so are we dealing with young ladies and listen, that's the age of grown women? Or are we dealing with grown ass women that know their words, terminology, and the proper meaning to these words?
I think
there's grown women that just ain't taught.
I think that it's men and women, because
it's both.
Because the idea of submission has been programmed into all of us. The man thinks that he's executing a situation where the woman is to be submissive by being overbearing and controlling. And the woman's identification on submission is giving in and not having any input and just receiving whatever is being said and applied. And that's not where it works at. And that's why when I'm having conversations with men and women, I'm saying, if I am in a space, a mutual space where this energy is flowing well between the two of us, the give and take on submission actually happens on both ends. Because like I said before, I think a previous podcast, when you are talking about who's leading what and who's doing what, everybody is not proficient in every area.
Yeah.
So if your wife is good or your girl is good at finances and you're good at planning and execution, when it comes to financial things, then she should be the one that's able to take the reins on that.
She should
so that means that he submitted to the fact that he
That's her.
don't know as much as she knows.
But if you say you like with the food decision, right?
Yes.
You ask for fish, make a decision. I made that decision. This is what I chose.
Yes.
But I'm asking you because within the choice that I made red snapper was my choice. You could not want red snapper at all. So it's like you gave me the option to make the decision.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because I've been there before where it's like you're giving me the opportunity to set the standard. Here's the standard. You're not okay with the standard. Now we got an issue.
Because you indecisive.
Which is why I bring it back to you like I picked the red snapper. I went ahead and made the decision, but I'm showing you my decision. Are you okay with it? Are you sure? Because you would tell me yes, but then we get home and you not eating none of the red snapper because secretly you really wanted catfish. And if that phone call would have never came,
look at her hand, look at her finger. She waiting.
Man,
I want to hear this ass. Look, see, it's coming out.
If that phone call would have never came, you would have took my decision of saying I don't know. You would have been like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab the catfish because you know that's what you really want.
Listen, go ahead. I want to hear.
I'm just wondering because, like I said, I've been in that scenario before where it's like you gave me the power and then you threw the power in my face because I made a decision that you didn't like.
You asked her, right? You was like, "Are you okay with that?"
Because
no,
I know
just yes or no. No,
she's
no, just yes or no.
You gotta answer it.
Yes.
Okay, you gave her the decision. Now let's go back.
So you gave it back to her.
You gave
it back to her. So again, what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna always take it back. I'm gonna always take it back to the way that God, Allah, the Most High, whatever name you choose to call this energy, created feminine energy versus masculine energy. Yeah. Now, some people call feminine energy chaotic, and I receive that, but that's because within the chaos, everything exists there.
Yeah, it does.
Versus order and structure, where I have ordered and structured 2 lanes, and that is it.
That's it.
So when we are talking about men and women in an intimate space or in a setting where we in the store or you in the store or whatever, and I'm flowing in chaotic energy, and I'm saying, you asking me, and I'm like, I really don't know. You need just make the decision. I am telling you that I don't have the answer. You make the decision. Now, once you set that order and structure, why the hell would you then ask me again if I'm okay? I'm already telling you I'm wavering in here.
Because if I don't ask you, and you're not okay with the decision that I made,
it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You do not give her the opportunity to then step into masculine energy and create the order and structure. You are order and structure, and she is the flow.
Put your foot down and you dig down.
So I just got to deal with the bullshit later.
Let me ask a question.
Because there wouldn't have been bullshit.
Put your foot and dig down.
There would not have been bullshit if you didn't throw it back at her.
Yeah.
Hold up.
She has no legs to stand. She has no legs. Yeah.
But if you know that's the type of woman that she is.
He tagged you. He tagged you. This is a tag team. He tagged you.
Yeah, no.
It's a handicap.
Because see, this is where
I'm just a guest referee.
This is where I kind of have a problem with this, especially in our generation now. The rebelliousness of the quote unquote, I'm strong and independent, I'm not submitting to no man. Okay, so then if I come in and I set order, then follow the order and don't call me controlling neither.
That's right, T.
So
right, T.
You said if
you
said if I come in and set the order.
Yeah.
You have to first have decided that, or y'all need to have had a conversation where you understand that she's a woman who's open for you to come and set structure and order. If she's not a woman that's already flowing in a flow that understands I need structure and order, when you come in, it don't matter what the fuck you say.
Fair enough. However, you have a lot of chicks nowadays that like to.
However, is a nice way of saying, but
have their own structure and order.
It's okay.
They like to I don't say essentially blame shift, but like the whole idea is, well, I would love to submit to a black man, but y'all haven't proven that you can do that. Okay, well,
because you have your own
here's the plan.
Ways.
You gonna follow this. This is what we're doing. Not you gonna do. This is what we're doing.
Come on, man. You preaching.
Stop rebelling.
Don't let her looks fucked up.
Get from point A to B to C.
Listen, now
fuck it up.
Here's the part that I think we talked about before that continues to get overlooked when you're talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Your unhealthy programming of structure and order where masculine energy is executed is teaching you that you are in that I am in a dictatorship.
Ooh, Shanga's a technique.
I'm not a
She's not
dictator.
tapping out.
No, listen to what you said though.
She reversed.
Listen exactly to what you said though, because it came off very dictator-like. You said, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna set the structure and order, and I'm gonna say we. You try to
manipulate it,
work it a little bit by saying
that's what I really meant.
No, I know
Right,
you did. No, I know that you did, but I want you to hear it in reverse. You're saying, I'm coming in here. You're saying you need structure and order. So I'm going to say we are doing this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
That is a healthy, unbalanced execution of masculine energy, because if you are moving in feminine, if you're moving in the balance, then that is a conversation.
I have a.
So you're
Hold on, guys. I got this.
There's a conversation that is had, because what your order and structure looks like for whatever it is y'all building, have y'all talked about what the building looks like?
Well, assuming that, yes.
You're assuming that.
No, I'm assuming not. I'm talking about we're at the point.
Hold it, T. We got to go to break.
Okay.
Man, please hold that.
Yeah.
This is a commercial. It's getting good, yo. It's getting juicy.
Because I got some nuggets for that.
Okay, T.
Right.
Hey, you know what? And let me just, before we go out on break, I want to say this. We are having these kind of conversations, but I am hoping that people are still coming with open minds instead of listening just to debate.
Or listening to respond.
Or listening to respond.
Right.
Of course. Okay. You just had to get that extra
I had
in.
to get that in there.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's the only way we're going to get to
need
real
that understanding
stuff.
for the next part.
Hey, Shanga, we all about resolution.
Yeah, I say.
Come on. So if I say get your ass in the kitchen and cook, shut up and cook.
And I'm going to tell you got me fucked up, my nigga.
got me fucked up, bro.
You going to cook your own grits, bro.
Hey, man, Patio PolitiCz, Shanga, Sir Matt, Real Suave, man. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in a tick on Patio PolitiCz. Yes.
But like, what would your message be to I've experienced it, which is why I'm
Of
speaking.
course, hell, I used to be one of those women. Sometimes in certain...
Is that accountability?
Yeah.
Message.
Fuck yeah. But it's due to lack of understanding.
That's it. And being ignorant.
Yeah, literally.
Being ignorant.
That's it.
By choice.
Yeah.
But again, that's why I keep bringing up like programming.
Yes.
Because the programming on both ends is real.
Jazz. And we're so programmed, we don't know we're ignorant.
So wait, we got to bring the show back in so I can
Oh, shit, Jazz, they didn't call me with the... There you go. Y'all going to have to bring it in, man. It ain't nothing but healthy juice, y'all. All praises.
Man, we back here on the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah, shout out to the Legato Smooth Collection, y'all. Thank you for the sponsorship.
Under the patio.
Yes, make sure y'all subscribe, share, like, comment, drop a question, all that.
Follow us on all platforms. Patio PolitiCz 6 on TikTok.
Yes.
Find your girl at Medicine.
Damn, we got a TikTok.
The number 4 Evolution. Oh,
no, I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Say that again. No, say that again because I told you. I was shocked.
It's all good.
I was
let them know where they can find you, Shanga.
What?
You got a Twitch? What?
Say your handle again. I'm still.
Medicine for Evolution on Instagram. Medicine, the number 4 Evolution on Instagram. And I think on TikTok, I'm like Medicine Womb Man. WOMBMAN. Medicine Womb Man. Yes.
Yes.
Tyree was trying to get at me. Hey Tyree, can I say something? Can I say something to you, Ty?
Yes.
I seen the way I seen the way that your eyes was piercing over here because you was feeling what you was saying. I appreciate that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I feel it. I feel it. Come on, black man. Come on.
So
I'm not gonna say you got to
This is
excuse
all-
T is not on his.
No,
he's on,
he on.
he on his Snoop Dogg shit.
I'm here for it. How about he on his T shit? Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is all in love for
Yes, it
understanding.
is.
Because
Absolutely.
okay, so here's the thing.
Yes. Did I finish what I was saying? I think so. But go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure we all understand there's this rebelliousness now in this generation, and you, like I said, you always say, well, I would love to submit to a black man, but you got to prove to me that you can. Okay, cool. So I got all these things set in stone. Now, hold on.
I wouldn't even say it's in the youth.
But let me
Come on.
Hold on,
Come
let me
on.
get there.
Come on.
My thing is this: does she understand the fact that okay, look, if you're saying that I'm the leader, a leader is not here to appease your ego.
No.
A leader 9 times out of 10 is gonna have to put you through things that you don't like that are better for you. So because you want to be rebellious because you don't like it, he's probably doing it because he sees something that you don't see also. And if you always assume that he's going to like backhand you like Mr. or something, I mean, it's kind of out of his hands at that point. And so my whole thing too is like, at what point do you look in the mirror and say, okay, am I being capable of being led? Because a leader doesn't mean that every single decision he's gonna make is right. He will make mistakes, and it's not for you to be like, oh, just because he made one mistake. See, look, they can't lead. They ain't shit. They ain't this. that, and the other.
You got this.
Yes.
Mine was gonna be brief, but go ahead.
So, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it ties down to what she said about the programming. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I was
with
going to
that mind
say
state.
that you have the women who are saying that they thinking you're going to come with the Mr. energy because they're already coming with the Mr. energy trying to bring in structure and order. So if and that's why I keep talking about the balance in relationships. Now, like you said, if I am bringing structure and order and I'm saying this is what we are doing, I'm leading you. Sometimes I may lead you in the wrong directions. Sometimes it's right. If you have already checked and balanced with your mate and y'all have talked about some things, and like I said before, y'all didn't really figure it out, then it's left to that man to drive the ship.
Real talk. Yeah.
And that means that you already understand that y'all have already talked about it or whatever it was, and y'all couldn't figure it out. So you're leaving it to him. I'm not going to push back on the decision that you made because we already talked about it and tried to figure it out together. But if we didn't talk about it and try to figure it out and you just went and did some shit because I'm the one running the show and I'm making the decisions, then you have a problem. And that's where you get the issue at. But what I will say to men is when women are telling you, well, I would be submissive to a man if he showed me that he could lead me correctly, ask her, what does that look like?
I was just
because
about to
she
ask
has to be able to identify what that looks like. And if she cannot identify what that looks like, then what she's saying doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And she's a numbskull.
And so
she's not a numbskull. She's just still programmed. And so she's just running off of the track that they put
she's
in her.
Ignorant,
in her
and on that note too, the last part of what I was gonna say goes in. I think we were speaking about this earlier or last podcast too. Like there's no two CEOs here because overall one person has to stand in front of a bullet for the other. If we on a ship and the ship is going down, you and the children get off on a lifeboat and I gotta sink into the cold, freezing ass Atlantic, then the ship is gonna sink on me having the final say. Because if you make a mistake and then I have to step in the way for it, like one thing we were getting at, and it's completely in a different direction, but the same principle applies. If we're out in a public place somewhere, and we all here as a group of friends, and you got a homegirl, and she pops off at the mouth, and somebody smacks her. You know good and well that we are all.
I'm firing on
at
your
the point.
shit.
It's like, well, where the men at?
But a real man is gonna fire off on your shit too.
But the point of the matter is, we don't have shit to do with that. But guess what? If one of us gets stabbed or one of us gets shot in the process of defending her,
the woman should know that energy with the dude. She's the man. Excuse me. She's dealing with.
To not take him there.
But how can you say?
You better stay your ass in a car or step away because now I have to take care of this.
But the point of the matter. So it goes back to the programming you're saying. Yeah. I don't want to say the liberation, but you can't claim that we gotta be leaders when you are free to go out there and make your own decisions. It's like you have to choose to. Like in the military, when you were under a squad, If you disobey your captain or whatever, your ass going to the brig.
But see, that's the wrong energy to even think of when you're talking about the situation, because the military again is a dictatorship.
And I get it. I'm not saying that it should be that. I'm saying that, for one, when you are saying that men have to be leaders, well, first off, you have the freedom to walk away from a leader at any given time, including when he needs you to have his back.
Yes.
You have the freedom to do that, per se. So it's like, you can be led all you want, but guess what? At any given time, you can just be like, I don't believe this nigga. I'm not fucking with him, you know. And then the narrative always gets told as, yep, he wasn't shit, girl. That's why she left him.
And a relationship should always be a healthy democracy,
and
not a dictatorship.
That's really where I'm coming from with it. Is exactly what you're saying.
Right.
Because if she's my woman, she may have things that I need to listen to.
Absolutely.
And follow her on.
That's probably going to, if we don't come to resolve, some things that I said are going to help you to make that final decision.
Exactly.
It's having those two minds in a space. But I will say this, just keeping it all the way real, we do have a lot of men and women functioning in unhealthy energy. So you do have a lot of women who are out here very much so in the space of masculine energy. I'm not going to talk about those hoes.
I mean, but it needs to be talked about. Because
not this time. Not this time.
The energy
that's a whole nother thing.
But no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. I'll save it, because it was parallel to what he was saying about those type of women, because these are the same type of women who say, you're not a man. Then when you ask them, what is a man?
What's a man
look
to
like?
you?
Exactly.
They don't have,
and they pretty much don't have. They describe a daddy.
They describe their self.
They don't describe their dad. That's the issue, because they
describe a daddy.
They attract their fathers. They don't describe him.
That's true.
They attract niggas they see on. They attract perception.
The programming.
Yes, what I see on Instagram and all this, and what my homegirl is doing with her dude, and
now. You know, I'm going to take it a step further and say, or a little bit deeper and say that while we are talking about, you know, relevant things going on in 2022, I like to always take people so that they fully understand the totality of the things that they're dealing with in present time. So when we're talking about women, especially black women, and we're talking about that masculine energy that's coming out, that's because that is an energy. Whether they recognized it back then or not, it was a masculine energy. It was something that was necessary for women at one stage as black women in America. You had to not flow in the feminine energy because there was a lot of things that were out of your control. So our ancestors as women had to teach their daughters how to function in more of a structure and order setting, because at any given time, the different flow of a plantation would change. And you need to know how to move with that at any given time. You can be sold, you can be raped, you can be just, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. And so that energy has translated over time into an energy that's passed down to the women we see now, where it's like, this is survival energy that's going on. We are now just in a space where women and men of African American descent are being able to start to resolve some of the things that have been programmed into us through our cultural experiences. So it's a lot of women that are saying, I want a man, but because they've never had the opportunity to stop and think, what we're saying is there's an energy, a masculine and feminine, and what does that look like? They don't even recognize that they're moving in masculine energy, and that there's a way, because society tells women that in order for you to be chosen, you need to be a hairless woman on the body, but long hair on the top. You need to have some kind of ass. Unless you're Becky, they expect you not to have any ass. But even they starting to pop up with ass.
It's bought. Keep it natural.
Some of them, some of them out here dragging it.
Naturally.
Naturally.
I forgot my statement.
I done seen some white girls dragging it. I'm like,
man,
damn,
for real.
But so Don't worry, ladies. We're going to get to that eventually. So as a woman, you are expected to not have any hair on your body anywhere, that your toes and nails should always be painted, that your face should always be dolled up, that you should always have some type of long flowing hair. All these things are attractive, but they're also telling you that when a woman talks about her gut intuition, oh, she tripping, she just making shit up, she don't know what she's talking about. All the things that are naturally the function of feminine energy, this society has programmed men and women to think that that shit is weak. That's why women are not listening to their gut, or if they do, they still a little bit iffy about it unless you got that woman that's all the way on this end and she's in full masculine energy, or in full damsel in distress. And that full masculine energy, she like, nigga, I said what I said, bro, and what I said is what I said, bro. Nobody is teaching that there is a space of balance in between. So that's why when you said to me earlier,
that shit a turn on for some people.
It is a turn on. I've had some dudes tell me like, tough ass you look good here, when bitch. You look
break your shit down.
You look good when you mad, and I'm like, tough ass. Look, I've had dudes tell me I like when you get mad. You look good. And I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with you? Why is that attractive?
It's a particular dude, because that shit is a turn on.
Why though? Because you can't have it both ways.
Do they not tell you that they?
And I agree.
You cannot
with that
have it both ways. You're gonna say that I'm all attractive when I'm all riled up and all of that. That doesn't fit the same description, because now when you're ready to lead and say we're doing this, and that, and I give you that same energy, now it's a problem. But you liked it 5 minutes ago and was dicking me down. I'm just saying.
Hold up, it's the same thing.
It cannot be situational, and that's why I told y'all earlier, decide what you're standing on and stand on those things. Then situational things no longer apply.
Is it not the same thing with women? I had plenty of women say, "Oh, I love when you get mad."
Yeah, like, it's everybody.
Bitch, I was about to shake you.
It's everybody. It's everybody, and it's
I make you mad on purpose.
It's a programming.
Yeah,
let's talk about why it's a programming. Because let's go again to our ancestors, because they could not protect themselves.
Right.
You was gonna watch your man get sold or whatever the hell's happening, and you had to take that. You was gonna watch your woman get fucked, and you was gonna have to take that. You was gonna have to watch her birth this baby that belonged to him over here. It ain't your baby. Sometimes it wasn't Massa baby. Sometimes it was your partner down there, because they felt like that black man and your wife genes would build a better slave child. You know what I'm saying? So we still have those programmings in our DNA and in the programming of America that we're watching today. So it's men and women, but women more so are feeling like they are coming on the short end of the stick, because they don't recognize the value of feminine energy, because the world has told you that shit is weak. That's why when you said to me earlier what you want to eat, and I was like, I don't know, and you was like, bitch, black women don't never know nothing. And I gave you that shoulder.
You know
what I'm saying?
That was a warning shot.
Let me tell you this.
It's taught.
That's a taught reaction.
We were just reenacting the scene.
It was just a scene.
I'm not really like that.
We love Shonda.
Unless you piss me off.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's still balanced. That's still balanced. It's still balanced. But for me, I had to learn. At first, I had to become consciously aware that there was a difference in the two energies and how they are executed. Then I had to be consciously aware of how I show up when I'm talking to people and interacting with people. Gotcha. And I had to be willing to say, Mac, how did I deliver that to you today? Because I'm working on being softer.
Everyday
I just want to be a fucking lady. You know what I'm saying? I told Kay that a few times. I just want to be a fucking lady. And people laugh because I'm saying fucking and shit. I don't know, ladies ain't supposed to cuss or something. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I want to be a lady.
But also too, like to you saying that point, it's funny, not to go sidetrack, but I was talking to my students about this too. Like in Kappa, we had a Kappa court ball, and nobody does those kind of things anymore. And those things teach you masculinity and femininity, not just...
Are you sure?
What?
Do they teach it in a healthy way?
Okay.
And I'm not saying that as a shot at Kappa.
I know exactly exactly what you're getting at.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're getting at. But I'm talking about in the actual format of how it's supposed to go.
Okay. The way it was the
way it was designed.
Yes.
Because it started from when all our organizations started back in the early 1900s. That was all we had.
Okay.
Because we couldn't party with the other kids.
That's
we
right.
couldn't even afford campus.
Yes.
So it was like having that.
No. I'm gonna disagree, but that's a whole
No,
nother
we couldn't
topic.
afford campus.
Keep the top on that, man.
No.
Okay.
we gonna
We
get
can
there.
go
That's a
there.
whole nother topic.
Basically, I'm not even gonna make it long-winded.
Drop it in here.
Just the fact that it was a debutante ball,
Yes.
and everything from waltzing
Yes.
to how we walk into the room,
Yes.
to how we dress. The man has to carry himself a certain way. The woman comes right behind him.
Yes.
In the dancing of waltzing,
Yes.
the fact that like the woman,
Salsa too.
the woman follows the man and all those
Heavy
moves.
on this sausage shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all because he bringing it up right now.
All those things were
Designed.
you
to help
didn't
with
have
the
to
flow
guess
of
on
that.
dudes because it was like a girl could see like if you could waltz her really well and dip her and pick her up.
Yes.
You can lead me.
You can
Yes.
lead me. You see how he said that? Like that was bullshit.
It's not, but it's. Why does it have to
Because
come
I-
to that though?
Because
See, that's why I
and
said it's
I'm about-
another topic.
Nope, I don't think.
Like, how do you
so.
not have the
I'm about to
discernment
tell you.
before you see the proof in it?
I'm about to tell you because remember we're talking about energy, so energy is felt as well as executed and seen.
Okay.
So that's why I brought
you
up
cleaned it
salsa.
up. You cleaned that shit up.
I'm not trying to clean it up. I'm just bringing more clarity.
That's
I brought up the salsa because it's the same thing, and I just
Mm-hmm.
recently went salsa dancing. And one thing I recognized myself with the salsa dancing was they're like, okay, when you first start, the woman is supposed to step back because the guy is stepping forward. And
yeah.
then there's people are looking at the movement, but if you ever salsa dance, you will
man
be
is
able
leading.
to feel
What the
real
other
shit.
person is going to do.
energy
Real
of
shit.
what the other person is going to do.
Literally.
So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with the waltz. You have a man that's moving your body in flow, and you are simply engaging
And you had that ball
in the
gown on.
flow.
So is
with
it the
him.
same with doing the damn cha-cha at a karaoke bar?
Yes, it is.
It's the same
Well,
thing.
well, actually, I'm gonna say no.
What?
And let me tell you why. Because of the design of the dance. A cha-cha, as far as I know, in the origination of it wasn't the man does this and the woman does this. The cha-cha, in my introduction to the cha-cha, was just two people moving their
Oh
feet.
yeah, no. Then your introduction was completely wrong because it's an offspring of the salsa dance, and
Okay.
the man actually leads.
Okay, all right. So then yes.
Yeah,
When I
So
move,
then, yes.
you move.
just like that.
So okay, so
How do they
now
touch each
let's
other
take
during
it. Let's
that
take it back
They
to the
do.
energy
In cha-cha.
again.
No, I was asking how does okay.
Let's take
you
it back
get a
to
little
the
bit more
energy
freedom
again.
in the cha-cha,
There's a
though.
flow with the woman, which is feminine energy, and there's structure and order, which is the masculine energy. So, with us now needing to get back to the function of men and women moving in balance in those energies, we are going to have to come back to the board in the classroom and learn what they look like in execution. That's why I said, if that woman says to you, I want to be led by a man, but they got to show me that they can lead me, pick her brain and ask her, what does that look like?
That's usually where it goes south.
And if it goes south, then you need
not
not
the
waste
one.
your
She-
time
yeah.
because
shaming you,
she's
insulting you.
I feel if she say
Ladies,
that, it's a waste of time.
If y'all know how to cha-cha, if
If
y'all
she
know how
says
to
what?
waltz, if y'all know how to
the
salsa,
statement that led to the conversation.
put them
I don't think
dancing
so,
ladies in the
because-
comments.
I don't think so, because remember, in every interaction, people bring new things to you. So I'm gonna ask the question: if me and Tyree were together, and I came to Tyree house one day, and he was like, "Hey, we need more structure and order in the shit that we got going on," the old me would have probably been like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay.
The me today would have been saying, "Okay, well, what make you say that?"
You see how you
Would
said
you not
it, though?
agree with it? Though?
Inquisitive. I'm ready to be taught.
And so that's the key.
Feminine energy.
But listen, and like you said, everybody needs to be able to be taught. Because when he comes to me and says that, and then I say to him, well, what is it that you're talking about? And he starts laying out things. He might lay out 5 things, and out of those 5, 2 things, I may have something to add to it. So he needs to be receptive, even though he's coming in
No,
saying,
real
I
shit.
wanna-
That was the point I was about to make, yeah.
Right, but the issue is, again, the programming. Because
dictator.
because that man from programming is saying, in his mind, the execution of it looks like I said what I said, and you don't ask me nothing else.
So you don't even get to the
Yeah,
communication.
So you don't even
no.
get to the
See,
communication.
that's what
And
I
that's not at all.
But that's what I was gonna.
It's not how it's interpreted.
That's not how it should be.
Not how it's meant.
Now we got 5 minutes. We're gonna go on a break, then we're gonna come back and close it. But
Okay.
yeah, because I want to talk about resolution.
Yes.
How do we fix this?
Yeah. Let's get to that.
How do we fix it?
How do we come to a
Because we
resolve?
could keep going back to the ancestry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the root of it.
Yeah, it is.
But now we're here.
Yes, we are.
Where we carry the lineage.
Yes.
We are now on the stage where we are the great grandparents.
Yes.
So
how do
what
we change
foundation are we gonna lay for ours?
that? I'm here for it.
Let's get it.
Yes.
Patio politics. Yes.
Yeah.
What up, what's poppin'? It's your boy DJ F&J. Y'all that tapped into the Patio Politics. Thank y'all for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, you feel me? Hey, stay locked in.
Carried it on.
Because now that I feel this generation of us,
Yes.
80s and 90s.
Shout out to our generation
Man,
because
yes,
we're
yes,
making
yes.
moves and making changes.
90s,
Yes. But we know what that energy was.
Yes.
We know what energy we will not tolerate and accept and carry onto our babies. So now how do we fix it now? Now that we know the information.
I think first, even though you said now that we know the information, I think that we have to start with the foundation of things. You have to have understanding so you can build on it. And the foundation is just in a general sense, not from what the world told you was masculine and feminine. But look at the principles of what those energies are. Look at the functions of those energies before you assign it to a gender.
That's real.
And then after you do that, there's some work in yourself that needs to be done because you're going to see some shit that's going to conflict with things that you've been programmed with.
Yes.
That's facts.
So after you're able to identify that, then it's active execution of something different.
Now, would that be practice?
Yeah, that's the practice of it. Actively practicing,
Consistency.
doing not even consistency because you're not gonna get it all the way consistent at the beginning. But every time that you can, in the middle of something going on, remember that you are trying to change whatever it is.
Yes.
Change it right then.
Yeah.
And I like to use examples from my life just so people don't think that I'm just shooting the shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand that the things I'm sharing, like I put into practice. So
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with a brother and I'm saying to him like, trying not to get too many details because I don't want him to know I was talking about him, but
he gonna know.
But you know what, he is gonna know, and who fuck it.
He gonna know.
So I was telling him like, you stay the night with me, and I'm not saying stay the night as in like we out here fucking and all of that, but just you stay the night with me. It's a good intimate space or whatever. Like if this has happened continuously, when you get ready to leave out my door, what I wanted to convey to him was like, help me out around here, like take the trash out or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to say that to him, and my initial energy that I was going to bring was going to be like, come on, like if you here and you enjoying yourself, when you get ready to leave, take the trash out or something. You
If
know
he
what I'm
don't
saying?
check in to do that automatically, do you really want that from him?
We're gonna get there. So when in real time, because I had already came to understand that I give more strong or masculine to energy. Some of my exes have told me that I've been bossy. So I received that, you know what I'm saying? Regardless to what my reasoning was, interpretations of it is I'm bossy, so I received that. So in me wanting to do something different and understanding that if I talk to a man in masculine energy, he's going to give me masculine energy back, and I want to be a fucking lady. So let me figure out what it looks like to execute feminine energy in real time. So I learned that water can flow and be gentle, or sometimes it can bust your whole house down. It can carve into the earth. It can drill holes. It can flip over. You know what I'm saying? So when I started talking to him, I was like, you know what I'm saying? And then I said, And again, I talked about vulnerability before because I'm okay with being extremely transparent. I want you to see and understand what's going on in real time.
For real.
So I said, and I said, you know what? I'm saying this out my mouth. I said I'm actively working on better ways to communicate with the man and bring more feminine energy. So let me catch myself. Yeah. And I took a second and I took a few breaths. Now, the only thing that will stop a man or a woman from doing something like that is pride. They're feeling like they're losing out on something or they're being weak. But in fact, for me, that was a strong moment because I could have done what I typically do, but I'm working to do something different. So I took my breath. I caught myself, and then I came and I sat down next to him and I said, hey, I really appreciate the time and space that we shared. You know what I'm saying? My only request to you at this time is anytime you're here with me overnight, you know, I mean, we're sharing space and it's good. When you leave in the morning, can you take my trash out? Now, he did receive that as a kind of a poke to him, regardless to the way that I executed it. But that's for him to deal with and figure out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what he did say to me was, what he kind of said what you said, like, well, how you know I wasn't gonna do that anyway? Like, you know, and I said, well,
because you would have been did it.
I didn't even want to go into that because then we're still getting into the back and forth and I just want to get to the solution. So I said, well, I don't know, but I'm letting you know what it is that I'm looking for. It's not to say that you would have done it or not, but it was in real time. I saw it and this is my display. And so his thing was, well, I wouldn't have a problem doing that if you always have the trash ready to go. And I said, cool. From then on out, I made sure anytime I wanted him to take my trash out, I made sure that the bag was already out. It was tied and it was sitting by the door. Easy.
Yeah.
But I know that if I would have been like, man, nigga, you be over here all cuddled up with me, feeling some kind of way and I'm making you feel good. You can't even take my trash out. That's a completely different energy and I'm not getting to a resolve. So we have to actively do something different. Even with the men, if you see that your girl is broing you and my nigga ain't you too much and you like, girl, I need you to turn that down a little bit. You don't want to bark at her because she gonna bark at you back because y'all still working on it. You're gonna want to sit down with her and you're gonna be like, look, babe, because again, you got to remember the energies. What penetrates a woman, the same thing that penetrates a man. You know what I'm saying? But people don't use those tools in the proper way. Yeah. So I'm going to speak to your heart. That's why I'm not going to yell and bark at you. So when you get ready to convey something to me, a man to a woman, speak it to my heart. And you're not speaking to my heart if you're not speaking to my heart. But if you said, baby, listen, we good. But I really don't like the fact that you be treating me like I'm a nigga on the street or I'm one of your partners. Yeah. I want you to talk more loving to me. I don't want you to be calling me bro and my nigga and nurturing. Stuff like that. Yeah. Nurturing on both ends, right? Now, if her response is, nigga, you tripping, that is not the woman for you.
No, not at all.
And now anything after that you accept, that's on you.
You saw the red flag.
That was a pure red flag. Yeah. That was a pure red flag.
Now let me ask you, if you had to sum up the resolution in one word, what would that one word be? This is for all three of y'all.
Communication.
I got it.
Communication. Yep, me too.
Honor.
Honor, okay.
Respect.
He said one word, man.
I'm sorry, but just both ways.
So either communication or respect.
Thing, I wouldn't even put the respect thing in there. Because for me, when you use the word respect, that gets tricky too, because that's the whole programming, you know, on the definition and execution of it. But I would say communication, because you can't really have the communication without the vulnerability. So I will say vulnerability. Now
last question. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because when I'm vulnerable in a space with you, the honor and respect comes. Because I'm vulnerable, that means that I'm willing to listen to you. And if you're vulnerable, you're willing to listen to me. Yeah. We're figuring it out right here. So from that, I'm going to find a respect, a level of respect for you, because I'm learning you. I'm hearing out of your mouth and I'm seeing in your actions the things that you're talking about. Yeah. That teaches me to respect you.
One should.
Yeah.
We're talking about healthy things. He's talking about resolution. So that's, you know.
Now let me ask you, Should one, and this is a yes or no, should one, should us, and those that's watching, one of you, walk on eggshells because a person's misinterpretation of your verbiage or terminology?
No.
Okay. No.
Took a minute to answer that, but no. But we do.
We
definitely do.
But we shouldn't.
We shouldn't have to.
We shouldn't have to. And that's why I said before,
only through the
although
time
I'm a woman that wants to execute my energy, more femininely, I am still a woman that will say like bruh or bro. So I want to be able to have the free reign to exercise that.
Yeah, no,
you know
of course,
what I'm saying?
of course.
To me,
and if that's you, I feel a man should accept you as who you.
And that's what I'm saying. So
y'all
that
friends,
means
right?
I'm not. That means
that part.
Y'all should have been friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Before
that means
becoming
I'm
lovers.
not. You're not my lover if you were not my friend. I just told a dude that I was dating that like, we had sex. You my friend.
Well, we fuck without friendship.
I'm not them.
Yeah.
And so I'm talking about me. And this is something that I've continued to cultivate with him and understanding that you are my friend. If you are in an intimate space with me, even if we never had sex, but you cuddling up with me, we friends.
Yeah.
Because I've set some things for myself in line.
Yeah.
And you've
crossed those.
You've met some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like
a lot of people don't know what friendship is though.
Please, and that's a whole nother topic.
Man.
That is. How that is. So,
I done brought that subject up. Like, don't you feel like we could be better friends? I mean, yes, okay, what are we doing?
That's why I gotta stop people when they tell me they love me. You don't know what love is. So it's an action, not a
infatuation.
It's an action, not a noun.
Just a verb.
It's an idea.
A verb is an action. So yeah, real talk. So on that note, it's the Patio Politics. Shonda, Surback, Mills Suave, aka Trouble T Mills. He came ready.
Man,
Tyree.
Yes.
Hey, bruh.
About to win us the series.
Tyree, I thought you want the sap me up with a biscuit. Then I thought you